Karen Nyamu manze, a whole senator, kwa Senate floor, ana sexualize watoto wasichana underage wa grade 10.
Welcome to the Senate. And Mr. Speaker, probably you should have made it clear which service to the Senate she's offering.
Rada? Where?
That is being stupid, totally optimally stupid. They are suffering from cognitive dissonance. They deserve what you call mental rejuvenation. In normal English, that is mental diarrhea.
You guys, nilisemanga ukiwahi ambiwa umefikiria kama Karen Nyamu, unajichukia. Unajichukia kabisa. Tell me why through the Speaker of Senate gallery they invite young girls and boys to just come volunteer in Senate, learn. Very good mentorship program. I actually like it. A young girl comes in Senate. Senator Sifuna akasema because she's a young girl, can we have one of the women senators welcome her? Do you at least feel empowered?
Senator, she's from Nairobi. The Honorable Catherine Muma is here. She's part of my delegation from Nairobi. I think even Senator Veronica Maina. We are many. So we want to welcome you to the Senate, and because you have undertaken, you will notice that I get heckled a lot by upcountry senators, but we have known how to deal with it. So, Speaker, because the lovely lady here needs to get some inspiration from the lady senators, if it's not too much trouble, you could give one member of the delegation who's a lady to say something, even if it's Senator Karen Nyamu or Senator Veronica Maina. With your permission, Speaker, of course, I've requested on behalf of the delegate.
Senator Karen.
Thank you, Speaker.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Come to the dispatch, Karen. Come to the dispatch.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, and my head of delegation, Senator Sifuna, and maybe I should take this opportunity to state for everyone to know today that Mimi Sio Sifuna. Madam, welcome to the Senate. And Mr. Speaker, probably you should have made it clear which service to the Senate she's offering, because I saw Senator Cherege getting very excited when she saw a lady. Yeah, it's good to clarify it. You might think that she's going to do your notes or your, it's good to specify which service that she's going to offer the Senate.
Really? Bruh, you think I gotta go? I gotta leave.
Akapatia hata two examples. Akasema Senator Veronica Maina, I wish by the way you're the one who took that microphone. Ama Karen Nyamu anashika microphone. Tell me why this lady would say this.
Welcome to the Senate. And Mr. Speaker, probably you should have made it clear which service to the Senate she's offering, because I saw Senator Cherege getting very excited when she saw a lady.
Then, let me say this without sugarcoating. That was you sexualizing that young girl.
Yes.
Msichana mdogo amekuja. By the way, kama hizi ndizo tabia zako, please don't think every other woman is up to your business. No.
I consume miraa personally.
Kwa nini Mungu unatupatia punishment?
This is a young girl that's supposed to be mentored, welcomed properly with dignity that she deserves in Senate. And this is what you say to her. And then when you're being told to apologize, because she was told to apologize yesterday, and I'm happy Senator Veronica Maina, she's a nominated senator, was the one acting speaker then. Na kaka kimwambia no, apologize. Karen Nyamu akapa kusema, I was misunderstood. Ati I'm going to read out this apology written to me, because Senator are very serious about apologies. Karen Nyamu, you are not misunderstood. You sexualized that young girl. It was not even funny. Don't do that.
Scheme. Honorable Senators, I now see Senator Nyamu in the chamber, and in this regard, I forthwith call upon the Senator to tender the unreserved apology as earlier directed by the Chair to the Senate, the student's family, and the public for the distress occasioned by her remarks in compliance with the communication that was issued earlier by the chair and the speaker of this house. Senator Karen Nyamu, you now have the floor. You can move to the dispatch and recite the apology in the acceptable version. You can choose to do it from wherever you wish.
Madam Speaker, this apology has been written for me to read.
You cannot be serious. You cannot be serious. I may not be so clever, but certainly I can see that you are not serious.
And parts of it constitute an admission to what I have been accused of, which cannot be further from the truth. But because I respect the procedures of this House and the consequences of not adhering, I will go ahead and read this apology.
Senator, what's your issue, Senator Roba?
Yes, Madam Speaker, the Honorable Senator, contrary to the guidance you've given, she has disowned the statement that is in her hand by saying it was written for her to read, and contrary to what she believes is right. It's very important that if consciously she is not giving an apology, that she does not address, the Senate, that she is under coercion to make a statement that doesn't belong to her. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Robert, what's your point of order, Senator Chiradige?
Madam Speaker, I rise under Standing Order 122. If you heard Senator Karen Nyamu, my good sister, she just said the apology or the apology statement she wants to make was written for her, and she agrees with partly or part of its statement, but she's saying admission of guilty on the aspect of what. Madam Speaker, I want to request, because maybe this is premature, but to appeal for Senator that Standing Order 122, a senator commits an act of grossly dishonest conduct if the senator defies a ruling or direction of the Speaker or chairperson of the committees. So is Senator Karen Nyamu in order to defy your ruling that she goes expressingly and requests for an apology?
Thank you, Senator Chiradige and Senator Roba, for raising those objections. Senator Karen Nyamu, I want to guide you. The Speaker has given directions on the apology you are to tender to the Senate. This apology relates to a very young learner, and you know the effect that it can have when statements are misunderstood. That student who was here came here to learn, to be mentored, and must be mentored in the best environment. So once again, I give you a chance to tender an unqualified and reserved apology in the terms that are set out as I have guided you and as you were guided earlier by the substantive chair of the Senate. Who are you informing? Because there is no one on the floor. You cannot inform when there is no one who is on the floor. So Senator Madago, hold your peace. Senator Karen Nyamu, can you now proceed to tender the apology without wasting time?
Madam Speaker, I'd also want, before I read my apology, I can let Senator Madago inform me.
Senator Karen Nyamu, proceed to tender the apology. I did not allow Senator Madago to proceed with even with his request for point of information, because there was no one on the floor. Proceed. Senator Madago, this House is guided not by elders, but it's guided by the standing orders of the Senate, and that those are the ones we are running the proceedings by. We have we have avenues for elders to guide.
But again, are we even surprised? Are we surprised? I don't even know how the senators in that Senate put up with you. The Grace Veronica Maina head in that session. How do you do it? Because sisi huku kwa public kama ametuchokesha. Nini muna surviving aje? Panta manze, ude.
Umesikia your statement? Watoto wasichana under age wa grade 10 ana sexualize. Hebu sikiza.
Madam, welcome to the Senate. And Mr. Speaker, probably you should have made it clear which service to the Senate she's offering, because I saw Senator Cherelgei getting very excited when she saw a lady. Yeah, it's good.
Sikia tu statement ya Karen Nyamu wewe jo. Kwani akili yake ndio kwa nafikiria tu mdhombodho. Alafu ingekuwa kwa society kama hizi yenye tuko angekuwa sha resign. Kwa na hiyo statement tu. Hiyo statement inaonyesha kiupedo. Unajua tu afikiri ati mapedo tu ni wanaume jo. Unaona? Kwanza kama wewe ni dem, wewe ni mwanamke, inafai ujae ngori na Karen Nyamu. Wanawake hapo hivi nje wanafanya mambo, wanauliwa ni nini, baada Karen Nyamu asimame atetee. Hata angesema hivi, anafurahia hao wasichana kukuwa kwa parliament ama kuwa kwa senate. Angetaka pia hao wakipa hiyo siti yake siku moja. Yashaanza kusexualize nini hiyo shughuli. Enyo huyo Karen Nyamu ametupa mbaya jo. Usitake jua.
So guys, I don't know if you've had an opportunity to look at that video of Karen Nyamu welcoming that student, a girl, an underage girl in Senate. I don't know if you've seen that video of her trying to pimp the girl to Senator Cherelgei, and it's so blackening of the heart. I don't know, in area goro. You get me? It is so saddening that a whole woman, an adult, a mother, can do that to a child. A leader. Yo. In the beginning, what? We have a long way to go as a country. That's all I can say. I just story one time. And register a vote if you haven't.
Nominated Senator Karen Nyamu ni wale watu ambao wanafaa wafichwe watoto wakiendanga kuvisit the Senate, kwa sababu this is not the first time Karen Nyamu is sexualizing the conversation wanafunzi wakienda kwa Senate. All the time mavazi yake kwanza inakuanga mbaya. Secondly, communication yake na vitu anasemanga hata ni kama yeye ajue Kenya anasemanga. So juzi alikuwa na sexualize yule mtoto akisema Cherelgei amekuwa excited akiona mwanafunzi akiingia kwa Senate, which was actually a lady in that matter. Na anauliza kwamba huyo mwanafunzi anafaa ambiwe specific services yenye anaenda kuoffer kwa Senate. Anadhani huyo mwanafunzi ni kama yeye, kwa sababu unajua hizo services ndio ilimfanya kuwa appointed kama senator. Hii ndio inaenda kwa our political parties. Let's nominate conscious people, Tusinominate watu kama Karen Nyamu, hao watu wenye they don't even what they are doing in the Senate. And I even blame the senators when you walimpea chance aongee na wasichana pale kwa Senate, because that is a very shameful thing. Wanafunzi wamekuja kuvisit the Senate, mtu anasema kwamba someone anawaona with another eye, kwamba there is a certain service they can offer apart from educational services kwa Senate. It was very shameful for Karen Nyamu, and it's very embarrassing also to Cherelgei. My friend, but imagine a lady, a senator, accusing you of looking a student, mtoto mdogo wa shule, with another eye. Ni kama amekuja kuofa ile services yenye tutaki kusema, ile sexual services. Very bad for a senator like Karen Nyamu.
Historia ya Karen Nyamu nayo ni ngori bwana. Yaani senator anakaa hivi badala ya kutetea ladies, hayakaanza kuongea mambo ambayo ina sexualize bwana. Kidogo anasema, "Ai Mr. Speaker, muangalie nimeona Cherelgei amefurahia sana wakati hiyo kwela ameingia." Ai, senator sasa analazimishwa apologize bwana. Ameongea maneno mbaya. Huyo mtoto anaongelea hata ni mtoto hata ako underage bwana. Nikakwela tu kadogo ako underage. Hey, Senator Karen Nyamu. Yaani watu wengine tu ni kama wanafikirianga
A young girl goes to Senate. She's there for the purposes of learning. She wants to learn legislation, oversight, representation, because she is a future leader. Alafu anafika Senate, anakuta huko ndani hata representation yake hakuna. Because tell me what kind of representation it is when it is a woman, a female leader, sexualizing a young girl. Imagine, welcome mtoto mdogo Senate, unasema you are not clear on what services that young girl is in Senate to offer because you saw men look at her. Mimi hata shida yangu haiko hapo. Shida yangu iko hapa. You are told to apologize and you tell us, let me read, and I quote, let me read the apology letter that was written for me to read. I don't know what part of that sounds like an apology to you, but somehow the house took it. Na ni sawa tu. Mimi shida yangu zaidi iko hapa. You are running to represent women. Unataka kukua women representative. You are supposed to represent that young girl that you are sexualizing against things like what you did. Sasa, shida yangu hata ni Mkenya mwenye ataenda akupigie kura. Because what? Now, Kenyans, at this point, if we elect some of these people, it is on us. Yeah? Meanwhile, as nominated senator is sexualizing young girls in parliament, Mosiria just saved a young girl who was married to an old man. Mosiria anasave wasichana, but mama ako bunge ana sexualize wasichana wadogo. Huko Kilifi, a young girl was raped and murdered. Up to this point, mimi sijaona press conference kama yenye tuliitiwa ya welcome twins. Walikuwa twins ama triplets? Anyway, one time.
I want to comment on this matter. On Senator Nyamu. She made very disappointing remarks on the floor of Senate. But tumemzoea. I think it's my conclusion that she weaponizes her incompetence so that she can get away with anything. Unfortunately, Senator Nyamu, you cannot get away with everything in this country, especially with the highly politically conscious generation that we have today. You see, you cannot go out and sexualize a school-going kid. Yani hata siamini uliona ufungue mdomo yako useme vitu kama hizo on the floor of Senate, a house that was created, for representation and oversight. But anyway, you have refused to grow yourself. We've seen you do despicable things that you shouldn't have or shouldn't have prioritized, especially as a senator in this country. You have a mandate. And the worst thing that you've done, Senator Nyamu, is to make these affirmative seats look so useless. Yet they were created for a purpose. And day in, day out, year in, year out, you refuse to fully see this through. I want to say that this doesn't mean that we don't have incompetent male legislators. We do. We do have, some who don't even set a good example. And I would say, for example, Peter Salasia, he's always high. Most of the time. His hair is unkempt. By the way, and he doesn't face as much backlash as a woman representative would if they failed. And this is to clarify that women will always be held into a longer yardstick of expectation in leadership, especially because there have been extra steps that have been made out there to vote in women. So when women are offered affirmative seats or are elected, the expectation is higher. For me, is to urge Kenyans not to think that affirmative seats are useless. But for me, what I would say, and this I'm taking it back to political parties, I am a political party official, that we must have matrices that get to decide which person to nominate and what is their character, what is their education level, because we can have incompetent people holding affirmative seats. It beats the purpose why they were created in the first place. And for me also is to encourage people that this woman representative seat, also be very keen about it. It's not a seat for you to choose the most popular woman. No, please get to sift the leaders that you're going to pick as your woman representatives. Let's have professionals also holding that seat, so they're able to meaningfully execute the reason why this seat was created. And also is to give women leadership a true firm meaning. We have to now start electing the best of female leaders that we have in this country. Because most of the time we are choosing jokers and they're badly representing female leadership, and we're being mocked and it's becoming a joke. Yet we exist, women who hold leadership to heart and understand why it exists. And actually we're really tired of seeing misrepresentation by female leaders. So for me, I'm also challenging Kenyans. Can we also now vote in, competent, merited female leaders? And to political parties, and I represent one, we must then get to be nominating female leaders that are intentional about offering transformative leadership to Kenyans. But to Nairobi, Senator Karen Nyamu is a no as your woman representative. She should be the last person that gets to be your option of woman rep in Nairobi. Thank you.